Hello and welcome back to the dungeon. This is the one and only place in the world that we can sit here and serve you guys with our experience, our journey within coming cleaner, healthier, for us to be able to connect with spirit, for us to be able to connect with ourselves, and everything just goes hand in hand if we just take the right steps. We have been doing so for a longer period of time, and today we're just gonna be talking, having some fun, and just covering some different situations in our daily routines that may want you to stop up and think.
Yes.
Whew, honey.
Yes. So if you don't know, we don't plan anything. We just have a conversation about whatever topic comes to our mind. And the topic comes from experience or watching people in our network, people that we speak to about how we eat and so on. So what I really want to dive into today, honey, and I know that you agree, is this transition from being a processed human, trying different things because you want to get healthier, so you try different things. That was us for so long, like almost our whole life, it feels like, versus the shift to become this conscious person that really understands that what we eat doesn't only affect our health, it also affects our mental health. It affects how the strong connection we have with ourselves and with spirit and with the universe. And we also know how difficult it can be to make that shift, right? So I think we should talk about because we've been through it all. There is a before and after. Trust me, there is a before and after for us, 1000%. And that's why we can actually really dive into what it feels like to be on the other side, but also why and how difficult it can be to actually make the shift.
Whew.
What is your first thought about that?
My first thought was like my life passed in front of my eyes. We are just like everybody else. We have been so since we were born in the 80s, born in the late 70s. And, this is the era where all processed food started to become more and more. And suddenly we all lost ourselves in whatever we were putting in our mouth, So the food pyramid and all that is one part of it. But looking back, I remember how we always felt like we had to do something. So we go on whatever diet. You have the soup diets, you have the chili diets, you have diets where you eat only one time a day. You have diets where you fast for 16 hours. You have all these different ways of controlling your weight. So let's talk about that for a minute, because why is it that for so many people, the main focus for them is their weight? The main focus is to lose weight for them to feel healthier. You see, it goes a lot deeper than that. So for you that don't know, we actually run a gym here in Alicante, where we live in Spain, and we have a lot of interactions with our amazing members all the time. And there is not one person in our people around us that does not know what a yo-yo diet feels like, right? So we have these tendencies as humans to lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, and then we lose weight. And it's also like we do it in seasons, right? Oh, summer is coming. I better lose weight so I can fit in my bikini, or that I can go to the beach. And then when summer is over, we lose ourselves again, and then we start eating even more, and then we gain weight, and then we have to lose weight, and we just go up and down like that. And the same was for us. We love to go on cruises, for example, and we can be healthy. We can go to the gym, and then we go on a 14-day cruise. And then we come home and we gained 8 kilos, right? From being in Miami, from having fun, from having a free buffet on the ship, whatever it may be. So we keep losing ourselves to the cravings, to our endorphins that are controlling us, the endorphins here, the sugar monkey. And it has been a normal but crazy journey to be on. You know, it's like you think you are in control, but you are absolutely not in control, right?
That's right.
So changing that into suddenly learning about being animal based, not an animal based diet, but actually taking it in as an animal based lifestyle, right? Because a diet is just the same as a challenge. It's something that you start and then you do everything you can to get to the finish line.
Yeah, to the end.
To the end, right? So it's something that needs to be over with. And we tend to, whenever we do something and we complete it, we will go celebrate with junk food. You know, so there is a misfunction in most humans that we don't really know or understand how to really take control of ourselves, meaning how to really build that self-love so that we have the power and we have the consistency to actually not be on a diet or on a journey, but make it something that you will do for the rest of your life. So we tried million different things throughout our 30 years together, and we always were overweight. We always not really like what we saw in the mirror, and we did like everybody else. We still were eating 6 times a day. We went to the gym, but we were also drinking our protein powder, which is full of sugar. And I can keep going and going. But figuring out that there was something called animal based, that this is actually the way that our grand ancestors were eating. And that's also the reason why all these diseases that follow from processed food were not even a thing, right? So we went on an animal based, and it totally changed everything for us because you finally felt like you took control from your endorphins. You took all power away from your endorphins, and then you gave that power to your nutritions, meaning that you felt like you were feeding yourself and you were filling yourself with energy in a totally different place than you have been doing your whole life. Now cravings was gone. Your sugar cravings were gone. You get better sleep. You look better. You feel better. All these things started to appear also in other diets. But the difference here was that we did not pass or we did not draw outside the line,
No.
right? We kept to it. Nothing called cheat meals. Nothing called once a week we could have candy, or once a week we could drink alcohol, or whatever excuses we needed to add into it for us to accept to be on a diet, right? Think about it.
No, I will.
Think about that, because
to that
every
in a
time
minute.
we decided to go on whatever journey that you read about or you found, because you're the researcher
I
in this
was the
family,
researcher, yes.
and then we go on it. But before we even go on it, we made sure that we had our small ways out,
Yes.
so it didn't become too hard. So we already then decided that we could have chocolate once a week. If we go on this diet, we can do this. And we go on this diet, but we can still eat like we want when we go on our cruise vacation, or we go to a hotel somewhere with all inclusive, whatever it may be. This time around with animal based, it never happened. And it just feels like it has been part of us, of our life, always. Now we've been on an animal based lifestyle for over a year. We never felt better. We never slept better. We never had better energy. We never had better harmony in the family. We never had better relationships to each other, to ourselves, and to our kids. We have 4 beautiful, sweet children together. Everything just fell into place. Yes, you're right. That sounds absolutely amazing. And it is. And it still is. And we will never change that. The thing here is, why are more people not doing it? Right? I understand why. Because it is hard to choose yourself first. Yeah? It is hard to choose yourself first because you have people around you. You have your daily routines. You have your daily work. You meet up with your colleagues. You have your different things planned with people you knew your whole life, whatever it may be. And for you to decide to cut out all sugar, all processed food, all alcohol, all bread, is actually a hard decision to make, because you will be the outsider in whatever sphere of relationships that you are in. A very, very small amount of people are eating the way that humans are actually supposed to eat. Looking at that, and the reason for this video, I think, is to really notice, or for us to get you to notice, how scary it can be for people to do something absolutely amazing for themselves. Let me give an example. Like I said before, we run the best gym in town, the most amazing members in town in our gym, and we see them every single day. Many of them have approached us. We are not the people running around and say, hey, you need to go animal-based. Hey, you need to go animal-based, because they all do. We are meant to eat protein and fats. This is what we're meant to eat, not carbs and sugar. So we have these people, they think it's an amazing journey. The most people in our gym, they see the before and after pictures we have on our social media. I was 125 kilo like that. Now I'm not. Okay? The difference is that I decided to do it. And we have these people asking questions. We send them our PDF. If you want it, you can comment below. We created an amazing PDF. They read it. They come back and say how amazing it is, but they don't do it themselves. Think about that.
Yeah, and now we spoke a lot about the health side, and it's not only when you ask that question, why is that? I believe it has a lot to do with emotions. It has a lot to do with the mindset of self-love, choosing yourself, and really be strong in that. And I also believe that if it is hard for people to choose that, it's so much deeper than just the idea of the social part of it. That because you probably will say, I couldn't do that, or because we've heard it all. People say, oh, it's because I have a family coming over for holidays, so I have to eat what they're eating. Or I can't leave out alcohol. And I will say health-wise, that's a problem. But I don't believe that it's the whole problem. The whole problem is that most people are afraid to feel themselves. Or that's one part, but it's also, if they never felt themselves, how can they know what it is to be themselves? And this is what when I see throughout our journey, when I speak with our girls that are really all in on eating like this, Emily is telling us it saved her life.
And she's only 21.
And she's only 20 years old. She will be 21 in not too long. So, and it's not just health-wise. She feels the mental clarity. She feels, she now knows and feels what is right for her. Before, she didn't know that. We didn't know what was right for us. That's why we were still searching. We were still searching. The only thing we knew was that when we looked in the mirror, we could see that we didn't really look the way we wanted to. So all we did was looking at how can we eat so we look better. Because we didn't know what it actually feels like to be yourself and really be that strong individual that absolutely loves yourself and has this personal inner power leading to whatever purpose we have in our life that makes us so much more happy and fulfilled than ever before. We didn't know that was even existing. We didn't know that it was possible, right? Mm-hmm. And looking back, we were numb. The food we ate, whenever we went on a diet, then we counted calories, so there was also a room for junk food, candy, whatever it was, pizza once a week or whatever it is. So we did lose weight, we did get healthier, but our mind was numb because we kept feeding it sugar and processed food. And it was not until we actually went in to this animal-based diet. And what you need to know about us, when we start something that we are really that we really believe is for us, we are all in. We don't look back. We don't cheat. We are right now doing another challenge. It's a breathwork challenge for 30 days. And even though that you can actually have once a week where you can take a break, we don't. We are consistent. We've been in 22 days now. And that's the mindset we also went into this animal-based lifestyle. I did some research, and I also saw that people had these, it took away their cravings, it took away their brain fog. And that's why we decided to really stick to it and not cheat. We had a meal plan and we followed it to a T. And we did it for a long time, almost 8 months or something, before we added some carbs into it, just to see how our body felt about adding carbs to it as well. And the shift from being that person that was numb to the person that was present in our body, that really felt all these maybe not so easy feelings, because emotions and feelings come to the surface. We work with self-love. We grown as people, especially through the last 6 months. And we are still working on ourselves, and we face hard emotions face on. We don't put them aside and say, oh, I just eat some ice cream or whatever. No, we actually ask ourselves the hard questions, and we reflect and we let go. Okay, so yes, it can be really hard experiencing your emotions and your true self, but it's also the gateway to so much more happiness and fulfillment. So the shift that I think it was only a couple of weeks in that we felt this release, this numbness just disappeared, like it was never there. And this is when it really occurred to us that food that we've ate for our whole life has kept us numb. So yes, I believe that's why when people see our PDF, when people hear about our experience, when people see our reels, when people see our YouTube videos, they're like, sounds amazing. But I don't think I can do that, because they didn't experience it. They didn't went through that detox, that clearing of the mind. They didn't. And if they did and went back to eating like they used to, it was maybe because they were alone about it, because there will be emotions, and it is sometimes hard to face yourself. It's because there will be things that you're like, did I really do that? But then again, we need to meet ourselves with compassion and really understand that, there is nothing right or wrong. There's only one way forward, and that is leaning into self-love and really, really choose yourself. And the first minute you feel that and you decide to be that person forever and ever and ever for the rest of your life, this is where the magic happens.
Wow, that was really, really good. So as you probably noticed, there are two aspects to this. There is the aspect of choosing yourself first.
Yes.
Then there is the journey of cleaning out. And it doesn't take more than 3 or 4 days before you start feeling your inflammation leave your body. You start feeling the sugar leave your body. And then you open up to actually knowing what's going on inside. And that is a beautiful, beautiful place to be, but also really hard, because you have been strangling and you have been putting these emotions into a dark corner, and you have, instead of worked with them, you have been feeding them, right? So you keep feeding yourself to kill your emotions. And that, I think, is the biggest problem for mankind right now. And that's why obesity is such a huge, huge thing right now. And people are just gaining more and more weight. And airplanes and public transport has to be built differently now, because there's no room for people to sit in a normal seat. Think about that. Mankind has lost themselves into processed food, meaning that they cannot think for themselves anymore. The aspect other than going on a journey where you actually love yourself enough to clean out all this garbage you have inside so that you have a clean home. Just think about it. Is there anything better than when you have cleaned your home, your house, your apartment, or somebody else has done it for you, and you step in and everything smells nice, there's no dust, there's nothing on the floor, everything is clean. Imagine how that feels. That's 100 times better when you do it within yourself. The next aspect is that when you start feeling yourself, you will feel a lot more than that. Okay? Now you will start feeling your aspirations. You will start feeling your dreams. You will start feeling your hobbies, your passion. You will start feeling whatever it is that you have been numbing for so many years. And that is, my friend, your spiritual side starting to take over. We are here to connect with something larger than ourselves. This is what humans are here for. We are all energy. We are all frequency. And when you start cleaning out your antennas, you will start feeling signals coming to you. You will see signs from the universe. You will get dreams you never had before. You will get all the things that you absolutely deserve to live a happy and fulfilled life. That is why you are on earth. You are not here to kill and numb yourself with food. You are here to feed your nutritions enough for you to go through life with no disease, no health issues, and just being happy, doing what makes you fulfilled. And it's amazing and mind-blowing how that can scare people not to do it.
Yes.
Because the personal journey and the inner work is, of course, the hardest you can do, but it's also the most rewarding you can do. What more rewarding can you do than taking care of yourself? Nothing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So think about that. You have the aspect of being healthy, cleaning out your body, but there is a side effect to that. And the side effect is even better than winning the lottery.
Yes.
The side effect is that you actually start identifying yourself and who the heck you really are and what you actually can do about it. And that's where you start manifesting things. This is where you start creating your own reality. And this is where you get everything that you wish for. But it will not happen if you keep killing yourself with sugar and processed food. And I think that is enough for today.
I think you're right.
Anything more to add?
No.
Okay.
I think we are.
I hope this really makes sense. True. That we are here to be a role model for you guys. We are not here to tell you what you have to do. We are here to tell you what you can do. And the best thing you can do is just allow yourself to actually work for being yourself. And that can start with you asking any questions you need here in the comments. Reach out to us in whatever way you see fit. We are here to lead you. We are here to help you. We are here to support you. And we are here to give you the understanding you need so that you also feel that you can absolutely do this. Because we know you can, but we also know how hard it is to do it alone. Yes. And if we didn't have each other, we probably would not get there. Okay?
It would definitely take longer.
Fighting reality is freaking hard. And reality right now is that you're putting things in your body that you do not benefit from.
Yes.
So let's change that. We are here, ready whenever you are, coming to you from the dungeon.
Yes.
With love.
And I will say, before you say goodbye, if you want to know more, you can be a part of our free community on School, where we will share so much more about this journey and what you can do for yourself. 100%.
Our Divine Body, Mind and Soul group is there for you to understand the next part of getting clean.
Yes.
So you know how to really start tuning into yourself and how you can send out the energies you need for you to create your own reality. Okay, we come with love, we come with respect, and we come with understanding, and we cannot wait to see you there. I'm sure that this beautiful woman would put a link below to our school community, and you are more than welcome to come in there and have fun with us. Yes. Okay, we love and appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Have a beautiful day. Adios.